really got me started was my older cousins, being around them and just really hearing a lot of the music they were playing, such as like No Limit Records, Cash Money Records, even DJ Screw. That's what really got me started, just being influenced by what I was around and really just wanting to be into that. I would say yes, and I would say I'm still finding it. I'm into a lot of different things, whether it be like bass heavy sounds, being lyrical. I try and balance that. I definitely try to be lyrical, but at the same time, I go to the club, so it's like I do want to provide that aesthetic as well. So yeah, just kind of mixing it up. Really just finding what I enjoy. Just kind of looking within myself and making sure that it's something that I feel comfortable with. Not that I'm reaching for a sound or chasing a sound, just really trying to go with something that I feel is indicative of who I am and what I want to bring to music whenever I start speaking or when I rap. Just really looking to show people that people from the country can be lyrical. I'm originally from Minden, Louisiana, and then moved to Frisco, Texas. Went to LSU to get my education and came back to Dallas. So really just looking to show people that the South has something to say, like Outkast would say, and just proving that I can be lyrical and I can be a game changer. Definitely. The whole boogie movement. I came to Dallas, or the Dallas area, I should say, DFW, in 2000, and I stayed till 2009. So I was here for the boogie movement, for the rise of the road, for the Young Nations, Big Tub BSR. So that definitely played a part in my sound as well. Really, what I want from music is freedom. I've always wanted to be a creative. I always love to create and make new sounds and just showcase my abilities. So even if I could do it for $50,000 a year, as long as I get to travel the world, that's what's most important to me. When I'm making music, just making sure that I'm heard and I'm conveying the right message, and really just want people to catch what I'm saying. A lot of times when I write punchlines, I be like, I hope they catch this, I hope they catch that, or they get what I mean. So that's really important to me because I always want to be the guy when you have a cipher or you start spitting that people are crowded around you and then you say one clever line and they walk away like, oh, I can't believe he said that. So that's always been what was really important to me. Definitely, it's both. A lot of experiences. I talk about things that I've been through, things I've seen my friends go through. So the experiences, most definitely. And then, I am creative, really into English and history, so I use that as well in my writing. But definitely both play a part. Music for me gives me a lot of freedom. I express a lot of things in my music that I might not express just outright in my everyday life. So I feel like it gives me a lot of freedom to be who I truly am and say the things that I might not always say, but just really to get that out. And it's therapeutic. Just really a therapy to be able to express yourself and give people all of you. The process is really first getting the right beat. I try not to get anything that I don't know. I'm trying to think how does it go for me. Yeah, getting the beat, just finding something that I really like, that I really enjoy, that I think is kind of a little bit different from maybe the norm, and then from there, just kind of feeling the vibe, coming up with the hook. That's why I always start the hook. What am I going to be talking about? That's like really getting my subject matter together, and then from there I go into the verses and further the creation. That specifically, just really starting the process. Just getting the beat, playing it off my laptop, and then just kind of feeling where I want to go with the song and coming up with the creative part of it. Oh yeah, most definitely. That comes with the name of the game, just being an artist. You're gonna run into writer's block sometimes. You're gonna feel like what you're saying is not good enough. That's one of the things that I deal with a lot. I feel like a lot of my songs may not be up to par, so I scrap a lot of things. But yeah, and people doubting you, you're always gonna deal with that. But you wanna use that as fuel to the fire. You know, whenever somebody doubts me or if they challenge me or say that I'm not good, I just use that to fuel myself to be even better. Like, how can I continue to progress? It's always a balance. I graduated from LSU with a degree in business, and I actually work in education. So it's always a balance. Just trying to find the time between work and to also do music on the side as well. And just really looking to make that transition, you know, working 40 hours a week and then you have to grind. You know, you have a 9 to 5, but then you have a 5 to 9 as well. So it's really just about making that grind, making that effort to put in the time and what you're really passionate about. And that is music for me, something that I've always wanted to do. I mean,
Or
you
is
know,
it more of a personal, like?
every artist wants to reach everybody. For me, my goal has always been, of course, I would love to do a large show, but it's always been just reaching the people that feel the way that I feel. Because I want to relate to people, and a lot of people feel like they don't have anybody to relate to or that speaks into their life. So I've always wanted to be that person for those people. I just speak for people who feel like me. Really just looking at the comments to videos or anything that I put out. Just, you know, even if it's just somebody saying, I appreciate you saying that, or whatever they may say, that's just really how you connect. And like when people leave comments, I definitely try and like, and I always say that I'm appreciative of them even taking the time out to listen because they didn't have to. So I feel like that's how I connect at this point, and then, you know, hopefully down the line it'll get even deeper to the point where people say things like, man, you really got me through this hard situation or allowed me to think about this differently. So that's really important to me. Yeah, the next thing is an EP, and it's gonna be called "I Ain't Talking 'Cause It's Free." The reason I'm calling it that is because I feel like when I speak, my words have meaning. So that's really important to me. So that's the next step. And I do Fresh Rhymes Friday every 2 weeks. So you can definitely be on the lookout for that. Just really more content, more music, more videos. Just trying to work and keep progressing.
Your name is,
TG318.
and what does that mean?
TG318, basically my name, Tony Gibson, so that's where they get the TG from. It's a nickname. And then 318, that's the area code of where I'm originally from, Minden, Louisiana. So I always have to rep that to the fullest because that, being from Minden, it's a very small town right outside of Shreveport if you go east. So I always have to rep that because that's home, that's my foundation, and it's a lot of what made me who I am today. So I always feel like that's important, and I want to bring that out every time I do anything. Shout out to 95 Records, my record label. Also check out NOFB Radio. I do an internet radio podcast, so definitely check that out as well. You put me on the spot with that, with the promo. I'm typically pretty good with the promo. But yeah, just follow me on Instagram at TG_318, on Twitter as well. My page on Facebook is just TG318, so definitely follow me, check me out, and give me feedback. Let me know what you think of my freestyles. You know, if you think, even if you think they trash, like how I can improve.
I just flip the switch.
You know, give me some feedback. But yeah.
I don't know nobody else that's doing this. Body start to drop.